Many foods can and should be eaten raw, especially for a healthy diet. But cooking is a highly developed art and science. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Shay. And in today's lesson, we are going to learn about the principles behind cooking of food. What are the principles behind the cooking of food? Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Shay and thank you for watching today's lesson. Cooking is defined as the transfer of energy from a heat source to food. This energy alters food's molecular structure, changing the taste, aroma, and appearance of food. The method you select gives the finished product a specific texture, appearance, aroma, and flavor. Heat is a form of energy and it is continually being used in the home, especially to cook food, to heat water, and even to heat rooms in our homes. In the body, some of the energy released from food during digestion is converted into heat to maintain body temperature. Heat is produced when the molecules in a substance vibrate and move rapidly. The faster the movement, the more heat energy is produced. Heat can be transferred through conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is energy that is transferred from molecule to molecule by direct contact. The molecules themselves do not necessarily change position, but simply vibrate more or less quickly against each other. With convection, it is often referred to as simply convection because it is the transfer of heat from one place to another by movement of fluids. Convection is usually the dominant form of heat transfer in liquids and gases. And in radiation, this is a method of heat transfer that does not rely upon any contact between the heat source and the heated object, as it is the case with conduction and convection. Heat works by being conducted at different rates through different substances. The amount of heat energy produced is measured on a temperature scale using a thermometer, which indicates the degree of heat. Temperatures are normally measured on the Celsius scale. The Fahrenheit scale is also used, but sometimes. Heat can be transferred from one point to another. This is the underlying principle in the cooking of food. Heat must pass from the cooker to the food at a suitable rate. Heat flows from a high temperature to a low one until a constant temperature is reached. Don't forget that heat can be transferred by conduction, convection, and radiation. Good conductors of heat conduct heat rapidly and efficiently, and examples of these are metals. Poor conductors of heat, which are heat insulators, conduct heat slowly and inefficiently, and examples of these are glass, plastic, wood, cotton cloth, wool, and still air.
Wow!
Liquid and gases are poor conductors of heat, but heat can travel rapidly through them. As a liquid is heated, it expands and rises. Cooler liquid moves to take its place. The cooler liquid is heated in turn and it then rises. In this way, convection currents are set up until a constant temperature is reached. Exactly the same thing happens in gases. Heat energy is actually transferred by the movement of the gas or liquid molecules. Keep in mind, in conduction, if a metal spoon is placed in boiling water, its handle quickly becomes hot. This is because the molecules in the bowl of the spoon starts vibrating rapidly as the heat energy from the surrounding water is transferred to them. As they vibrate, neighboring molecules start to vibrate too. So the heat energy is transferred along the whole length of the spoon. Several cooking methods rely partly on convection for the transfer of heat, such as baking and roasting. And this is the movement of air molecules in the oven which sets up convection currents. Also, boiling and steaming. The movement of liquid molecules sets up convection currents. In convection and conduction, heat can be transferred from one place to another using a medium such as a liquid or a solid or even a gas. In radiation, heat energy can pass from one point to another without the aid of a medium. It passes through space or a vacuum. This is possible because of the existence of electromagnetic waves, and there are several types, including X-rays, heat rays, light waves, and most common, microwaves. Heat rays are called infrared rays, and when they come into contact with an object, some of them are absorbed and are felt as heat, while others are reflected. The space between the object and the source of the heat rays is not heated. Dull, black surfaces absorb and emit heat rays well, whereas white, shiny surfaces reflect and do not emit them well. There are different examples of radiation in food preparation, such as grilling, which relies partly on radiation to heat the food. Gas grills have radiance made of fire clay, whereas electric grills have heater elements with radiance or metal reflectors. Roasting, such as roasting food on a spit, relies partly on radiation. Infrared grills have electrically heated wire elements enclosed in a silica tube for protection. This method grills foods efficiently and rapidly. Microwave ovens. Foods can be cooked by microwaves, which are a form of radiation. Many foods can be eaten raw and should be eaten raw for a healthy diet. But cooking is both an art and a science. Here are some main reasons for cooking food. 1. To destroy or inactivate pathogenic, which are harmful, microorganisms present in the food. 2. To preserve the food from natural and microbiological decay. 3. To destroy natural toxins like poisons in food. Example, red kidney beans must be boiled for at least 15 minutes to destroy the natural toxin they contain. 4. To aid in digestion. Example, the coagulation of egg protein enables it to be broken down efficiently by gastric enzymes. 5. To make it easier to eat. Cooking meat tenderizes it, making it easier to chew and swallow. 6. To make the food more appetizing and attractive. Example, cooked fish is more appetizing than raw. 7. To enhance the flavor of food. Example, roasting meat develops extractives which add to the flavor. 8. To give variety in the diet. For example, potatoes can be fried, boiled, creamed, roasted. 9. To reduce bulk. Example, green leafy vegetables reduce considerably when cooked so that more can be eaten. 10. To provide hot food in cold climates. And 11. Necessary for some processes like thickening of sauces dissolving gelatin, preparation of cakes and biscuits. Thank you so very much for watching. We have come to the end of the lesson for today. But do remember, every day you learn, you grow. So keep learning and you'll keep growing. Bye for now.